What's up everybody, and welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. Today I will be talking all about this 2021 Ford Bronco. This Ford Bronco is an Outer Banks edition, and of course it has plenty of features all around the outside and inside. So let's go ahead and check it out. So we are now inside the Bronco. Here you have the steering wheel here. We can go ahead and press the engine start stop button and start up the Bronco. Nice and clean startup. And of course up on the dash, if we go ahead and take a look, you can see that this Bronco has 33,000 miles. And there you can go ahead and see your miles per gallon, time, everything like that. But we'll get into that in a second. So let's go ahead and take a look over here at your center screen and stereo controls. So you can go ahead and have your home screen, which has your time and date, as well as of course you can see your navigation and Wi-Fi. But if we go ahead and click on, and we have your home screen, so you have your music, navigation / compass, and then a phone if you connect a device. So let's go ahead and tap on audio and go into audio. And with your radio, you have an FM and AM radio, as well as Sirius XM with hundreds of channels, as well as of course your Bluetooth stereo. Go ahead and go out of that. You have of course all of your presets that you can have. You have your volume knob here, and then your tune station here, so you can go ahead and adjust what you're listening to and when. Outside of your main screen with your radio stations, we can go ahead and go back to home and go into phone. You can go ahead and add a phone very easily. The Bluetooth is off right now. We can go ahead and click it on,
search
and
for
then
your vehicle on your device and select it once it is found.
It'll let you know and walk you through the process of connecting a Bluetooth device. Go ahead and go out of there, and we can go into apps. You have your connected device and your Find mobile apps, which your mobile apps are mostly in settings. Over here in settings, you of course have your sound, clock, Bluetooth, and phone, which all correlate to your phone and music, as well as of course your radio. And then you have your driver assistance. If we go ahead and go into that, you can see your pre-collision alerts, lane keep, rear view camera, everything like that. Of course your blind spot, so you go ahead and take a look at your mirrors here. You can see your blind spot detection, keep you and others safe while you're out on the road. Of course you have your trailer sway, parking traffic alert, as well as driver alert and traction control that you can turn on and off. We go ahead and go out of that, you have your vehicle, so you can go ahead and access everything like your key, your max idle, as well as your remote start setup, windows, ambient light, wipers, anything that you would need to know about the vehicle and adjust it. Go ahead out of vehicle, you have your Ford Pass Connect, actually a really neat app that Ford has that you can go ahead and type in your VIN of your vehicle, as well as connect your vehicle overall and have a nice setup with your app. So you can go ahead and remote start it, unlock it, everything right from the touch of your phone or device. So that's where you would connect a device there and have a profile with that. Go ahead and go over, you have your Wi-Fi, general 911 assist in case of any emergency, as well as your software updates, mobile apps, display, voice control, and valet mode. So in case you ever want to use valet, you can go ahead and put a mode of putting a 4-digit PIN, keeping your car and everything on the screen safe. But I think that's pretty much the gist for up here. One last thing, you go ahead and put the vehicle into reverse with the turn knob here. You have your backup camera, which of course has your parking assist. You have your lines for display, as well as you have your alerts and everything like that for your sonar. You can go ahead and see your rear parking aid. You can turn it on and off on the You also, of course, can hit this plus button and have kind of a hitch view, or you can go ahead and see the lines. Go ahead and have a closer view. You can go ahead and put minus, it goes back to normal, your normal view. But I think that's the gist for the screen. You can go ahead and put the Bronco into park. Go ahead and take a look underneath the screen. You have your manual controls down below, but of course the screen is touchscreen, so you can use everything up there. And then right here you have your hazard lights. Go ahead and hit those on in case of any emergency. And then of course you have your auto on and off. So you have that, and it will let you know on the dash if it's on or off. And of course you have your off lit up, so it's off right now. Let's turn that back on. Down from there you have a little bit of a cubby, so you can go ahead and actually put your key, or of course an extra phone. Keep you all right there, nice and convenient spot. And then next to that is your engine start stop button. So if we go ahead and grab the key here, you have your lock and unlock, and of course your remote start, as well as your trunk release. You have a nice Bronco key fob, and you use this for keyless entry, as well as of course your engine start stop button. Then moving down from there, you have your climate controls. So of course you have your temperature, which it actually shows up on the screen right here. So you can let you know what the passenger and then what the driver's air is at. Then you can go ahead and always, of course, sync it up. But you do have your dual temperature. As well as with that, you can go ahead and adjust that with your fan speed. And you have heated seats. So you have heated seats for both the driver and passenger, as of course, heated steering wheel. So you have a nice leather wrap steering wheel. You can go ahead and turn your heated steering wheel on mornings. Moving on from that, you have your charging ports. Of course, have your USB-C and USB, and then of course a regular charging port area here for a phone. As well as moving on from here, you have a decent amount of storage here. Let's go over this. You have your gear shifts. You can go ahead and turn all the way over to drive. You have your neutral, reverse, park, and then your L, which is low. Then of course you have your parking brake and auto hold, as well of course your cup holders, and then your go modes, which are your driving modes. So the vehicle just being like this, you're in normal, which you'll be in most times when you don't have any different weather conditions or just driving normally. But the other drive modes you have are for sand, so you can go ahead and use that, and your traction control is off to help you keep and navigate that. You have your eco for better gas mileage and to save that fuel consumption. And then you have your, of course, your sport mode, so you can go ahead and drive sports mode. And then of course you have slippery when it's icy, not quite snow, but you can use that for snow as well. And let's go ahead and put it back into normal, because there's no normal weather conditions out there. But that's where you'll find your drive modes. Moving on from that, you have your center console that you can go ahead and adjust and know anything in there. You have another 2 charging ports, as well as a decent amount of space and a nice comfy armrest when it's down. Up above here, you have a sunglass holder, nice and convenient, as well as of course your lights for the driver and passenger. You can go ahead and hook it up to the doors and everything like that. Moving on to the steering wheel here, you have your hands-free calling and voice commands, and then you have your menu options for your instrumental panel. So like I mentioned earlier, you can go ahead and adjust things like your setting, phone, audio, and split screens. So let's go ahead and go into that. You can go ahead and see your now playing. Then of course you have your back arrow here, so you can go ahead and go out of that. You can see your audio. You can select a source. So let's go ahead and go FM, and you can see your station and what you're listening to. But that's pretty much the gist from right here. You have your menu, everything like that, and you can go ahead and adjust it like that. Behind here you have your windshield wipers, so you can go ahead and turn those on, as well as you have different settings, as well as a back windshield wiper. On the left hand side here you have your volume control, so you can go ahead and actually adjust the volume for your station, as well as you can go ahead and easily mute it, as well as you have your cruise control settings. on off, as well as your set up, set down, everything like that for your cruise control. Right here you have your turn signals, of course, basic, and of course you have your high beams. Then go ahead and turn on for when you have it like that. Of course you have more adjustable vents over here. And then over here you have your trunk release. And of course you have your exterior and interior lighting settings. So you can go ahead and adjust the brightness for the interior, as well as have your auto. And on from that, you have your door panel, which of course has your basic window controls, of course your mirror controls, so you can go ahead and adjust that to your liking when you're driving, as well as of course your child lock that you can go ahead and turn on and off. Up here at the handle you have your lock and unlock. Go ahead and unlock so we can go ahead and get out. But let's go ahead and take a look at the interior of this Bronco. Have your automatic seats. You can go ahead and move them with ease. The seats here in this Bronco are the game changer. These are the showstopper. These are amazing. You have a leather cloth mix with the Bronco logo stitched in. Nice and convenient and pretty soft, as well as the leather's easy to clean in case of any spill. But you have a leather here that is black, as well as you have your tan and gray here. But overall, nice seating and nice area up here. Let's go ahead and check out the door panel one last time. You have brown accents on the door, as well as of course you have your cup holder and some storage there. But I think that's pretty much it for up front. So let's go ahead and check out the back seats. You have nice keyless entry as well back here. You have your door panel, of course your window control. If we go ahead and take a seat in here, you have a decent amount of legroom, as well as you have a pocket here. So you can go ahead and even open this up and have access to a little bit of storage. Convenient to put those things in and easily close it. Then of course you have a nice pattern down here. Go ahead and move over here. You have your adjustable vents for the back seat, as well as you can go ahead and turn that on and off. You have a charging port. You have a 3-prong block. So you can go ahead and plug in your devices, have them charged up. But from the back here, you have a nice view to the front, wide open, nice and convenient, as well as you do have a pocket over here. So instead of pretty much a side pocket that you would have normally in a vehicle, they made it more of a zipper up, so you can go ahead and conceal the things that are in there. And of course you have a little pocket here, passenger and driver side. And then if you go ahead and look at the middle seat here, you can go ahead and pull this down, and you have 2 cup holders, as well as a nice armrest. So you can go ahead and have a nice little area and view to the front, and put that back up, and let's hop back out. Hopping back out and taking a look at the seats back here, you have of course the gray and brown again. These do not have the Bronco label stitched in, but that's okay. These seats are fairly comfortable and overall a great space for a second row area. But I think that's pretty much all I have for back here. So let's go ahead and check out the trunk area. So something neat that the Bronco Sport does is it actually has 2 options to opening up your back of the vehicle. So you can actually go ahead and press this and just open the glass part of the vehicle. You have a nice little handle here. You can go ahead and have access to the back of the car that way. Nice and convenient feature. And then you can go ahead and easily shut this. And then you can go ahead and have access to the whole door. So back here you have plenty of cargo space. You can go ahead and lift up this, and you have access to a spare tire as well as a funnel. Overall a great space, and you can put some extra tools in there in case of any emergency. You can go ahead and put that back down. And then over here you have a little cubby, as well as a little cubby over here. Go ahead and put tassels hooked up to a cargo net for both sides. You can go ahead and have organization, as well as you do have a charging port over here on the right side. And go ahead and put down the second row seats for some more storage. Let me go ahead and do that and I can show you what it looks like. So this is what it looks like when the second row is put down and you have a massive amount of cargo space. So you can go ahead and store things. And of course you still have a great view to the front. But overall, I think that's the gist that I have for back here. So let's go ahead, and you have handles on both the right and left side, so you can go ahead and do that. But the lights are here. That's what this button is for. So you can go ahead and turn that off, and you have no light, and then you can go ahead and turn that on, and you have lights for right here and right here. You can go ahead and turn that off, and go ahead and shut the Bronco door. And show you one last thing up front here. You do have automatic seats for the passenger side, so you can go ahead and move that with ease, as well as you do have a little pocket right here. But overall, a great amount of space and overall beautiful vehicle. Go ahead and check out the outside one last time. Well, that's all I have for this Ford Bronco Sport 4x4. If you have any questions, feel free to text or call 717-733-8985, or you can always stop in for a visit. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.